Welcome student. We study in this video remaining points of sugarcane, that is the diseases. Sugarcane on sugarcane crop there are following diseases are attack or appeared in different stages. So number one disease is the whip smart. Then the number one disease is the whip smart. Number second is the red rot. Number third one is the rust. Number four twisted top. Number five grassy shoot and mosaic disease of sugarcane. So these diseases are also carefully studied. So we also carefully study the diseases. Initially, we study the whip smart disease. The symptoms of this disease. The whip smart disease is we study initially symptoms of this disease. Whip smart is the fungus disease of sugarcane crop caused by Ostilago saccharine fungi. Then a long whip-like structure developed from the apex of stalk. It is covered by the silvery white thin coating, and after that it is rupturing and blackish spores comes out from this structure. Then it spread all over the field or all over the plant of sugarcane. This disease stop the further growth of sugarcane plant and reduce the yield up to the 30%. So whip-like structure initially appeared on leaves or sheath. So these are the important symptoms of whip smart disease. Then the control measure. Then the control measures are number one, use disease-free planting sets for sugarcane planting material. Number second, given set treatment of hot water. Given set treatment of hot water or 6% organomercurial fungicide compound solution treatment is given before the planting of sugarcane seeds. Do not take on ratoon of affected crop. Do not take on ratoon of affected crop, and then the grow disease resistant varieties like CO7219, COM 7125, etc. These are the resistant for the whip smart disease. So these are the symptoms of whip smart. Then second disease is the red rot. The symptoms of this disease, it is the fungus disease of sugarcane crop. It is majorly caused, or this disease is caused by Colotytrichum falcatum fungi. Infected plants shows the withered leaves and shriveled sugarcane set. Then when spilt of sugarcane or spilt of cane set, affected cane set gives alcoholic smell and shows the red color tissues develops red color tissues develop with white cross bands, so that the only fibrous growth appeared during when this disease is attacked. Sugarcane sets are crack and inner portion or inner fibrous portion turn into reddish color with white cross bands. These are the major symptoms of red rot disease. Red rot disease attack on the sugarcane set. So only fibrous growth appeared, then it is loss in weight and alcoholic smell gives when it spilted. These are the symptoms of red rot disease. Then the control measure. Use of disease-free planting material. Second, remove the withered plants or infected plants. Avoid the rattoning of affected crop. Do not grow the sugarcane crop in affected, that is the in affected red rot field for next 3 to 4 years. Then the grow disease resistant varieties. Then we study the grassy shoot disease of sugarcane. The symptoms of this disease: it is the virus disease of sugarcane crop and spread by aphids or cell-sucking pests like whiteflies. Infected plants are produce large number of thin leaves tillers, large number of thin leaves tillers or narrow leaves tillers, which looks like as a grass, so it is known as a grassy shoots. It is mostly attack on wild species of sugarcane. The tillers are remain very small, turn into yellowish white color. Then the sugarcane plants are not developed, or sugarcane shoot plants are not developed that large number of tillers or shoots. So it is the important virus disease which is mostly uh, affect on the sugarcane crop growth at initial stage. So the control measure for this disease: uproot and destroy the infected clumps with some soil. Then the use disease-free planting material for sugarcane planting, given a hot water treatment of 50 degrees Celsius water for 2 hours to control the grassy shoot or virus disease. Next one is the control the aphids and cell-sucking pest by applying or by given appropriate insecticide spray like dimethoate, ospomilon, malathion. These insecticides are also used to control the cell-sucking pest and so that it reduces the transmission of virus disease. So these are the control measures of grassy shoot disease. Then the twisted top disease. The symptoms of twisted top disease is: number one, it is virus disease of sugarcane crop. Sugarcane growth or sugarcane leaves are turned into yellowish white color spots, or different color spots are appeared on leaves. So these are the then the sugarcane plant growth is retarded and plants are dried and died, and many gaps are appeared on into the field. So sugarcane sites are not developed, tillers are not developed during its growth period. So yield of sugarcane is remain very small, or there is a mostly more loss in sugarcane yield. So sugarcane virus diseases are the important, and it twisted top means that is the top portion or top shoots or top portion of shoot is looks like as a twisted. It is not free and it is not grow or develop as a normal. So it is known as a twisted. So control measure for this disease: use disease-free planting sets for as a planting material. Then the grow disease-resistant variety. Remove and destroy the affected stalk of plant. Remove and destroy the affected stalk of plant, and it is destroyed by burning outside of the field. And then the virus diseases transmitting vectors are also controlled by given insecticides, that is the aphids and whitefly. These pests are also controlled by the use of insecticide solutions. Then we also ask rattoning practice in sugarcane for 2 marks. The rattoning practice, there is a definition of rattoning. Rattoning is a practice of growing a crop from the stubbles of previous crop. Rattoning is a practice of growing a crop from the stubbles of previous crop. There are different importance of rattoon in sugarcane. Number one, rattoon save the cost on preparatory tillage and planting material of sugarcane. Then it gets benefit of residuals and manure and moistures. Then the rattoon crop matured earlier and gives more or less or same yield as a suru sugarcane planting. Only one rattoon should be taken because incidence of pest and diseases increase, and it also reduce or deterioration of soil take place. So only one rattoon can be kept by sugarcane crop. The procedure of sugarcane. The sugarcane crop whose rattoon is kept should be harvested at ground level. Generally, all trash and dried canes should be removed from the harvested field, but in case of lack of moistures in soil, trash is kept in such field for mulching, or trash is spread for as a mulching. Then the irrigation should not be given for next 4 to 6 weeks after the harvesting. Then the next point, emerging of shoots should be cut close at ground level. Emerging of shoots cut close at ground level to encourage the development of shoots or tillers from the lower internodes and have a uniform stand the crop. So next point, soil has to be loosened before the start before apply the irrigation. A plow, iron plow or desi wooden iron plow is also operated into the field initially to break the sides of ridges. Then the middle portion is loosened by operate with the help of iron grubber or digging fork. It helps to breaking of middle portion of ridge and loosening of soil. Then the sometimes 3-tin shovel tooth cultivator implement is also operate to breaking the sides of ridges and middle portion of ridge. So it help this operation provide better irrigation, pruning of non-functional old roots, and encourage the development of white roots of sugarcane. Then the 1 to 2 harrowings are given, or interculture operations are given to by hand after for sugarcane rattoon crop field to proper application of fertilizer and better irrigation into the field. So these are the points of. Then we study the fertilizer dose for manure. The total fertilizers are required 250 kg nitrogen, 125 kg phosphorus and 125 kg potash per hectare, and then the 25 to 30 tons FIM per hectare mix with soil during the first before the during the preparatory tillage or interculture operations or during the breaking of sides of ridges or before apply the first irrigation. Then the then the application of fertilizer doses. First dose is given at first irrigation time. that is the 75 kilogram nitrogen, 125 kilogram phosphorus and 125 kilogram potash per hectare. Then after 6 weeks of first irrigation, only 75 kilogram nitrogen is given, and after that, at the time of earthing up, that time remaining 100 kg nitrogen is given to the ratoon crop. These are the manure and fertilizer application for the sugarcane crop. Then we study the next point. First irrigation is given after 6 weeks of harvesting time, and it is depend upon the type of soil, that is the medium soil or heavy deep soil. So near about 6 week, 4 to 6 week, first irrigation is given after 4 to 6, within 4 to 6 week of harvesting time, and then the regular irrigations should be applied as a through sugarcane planting, which are given to the through sugarcane planting. At the care should be taken that at the time of first irrigation it is given lightly, not is given in a heavy quantity, because heavy application of first irrigation water results the shock, give the shock to the sugarcane plants or roots, so it not develop properly at initial stage. So ratoon crop matured early than plant cane gives 90 to 100 tons yield per hectare. 90 to 100 tons yield per hectare. Then we should also ask steps involved in gul preparation or jaggery preparation. So there are 6 stages: extraction of juice, number second, clarification of juice, number third, chemical clarification of juice, number 4, final stage of boiling, number 5, cooling and molding of gul in blocks, and number 6, storage of gul or jaggery. These are the steps which are involved in jaggery or gul preparation. These are also asked for our 2 marks, that time only names are also written. Then the next question also asks for qualities of good fernans. That is the qualities of good fernans. Number 1, there should be regular intake of fresh air. A feeding mouth should be in suitable dimension. There should be a passage or proper passage for removal of smoke. There should be an ample evaporating surface of pan. There should be arrangement to receive ash at the bottom of furnace. It should be save the fuel. It will gives it will allow to proper burning of fuel and complete utilization of heat, that is the produce in furnace. So these are the important points of qualities of furnace. That is the next one point should be also asked for our 2 mark short note, that is the composition of juice. Composition of juice, that time we should write down as a nutritional values of juice. There is a water 70 to 72% water, then the sugar 11 to 14%, then the fibers 12 to 17%, then the fats and proteins are the 0.6%, then the ash is remain as a 0.5%, and then the nitrogenous substance is remain near about 0.4%. This is the composition of juice. And then we also ask composition of jaggery. There is a sucrose is available 65 to 75%, glucose is available in gul or jaggery, that is the 10 to 15%, and then the ash is available 2 to 3%, and then the moistures are available in jaggery near about 3 to 6%. These 2 points are also carefully studied for our short note. So student, we should study the different points of sugarcane in this video. So carefully listen and study the sugarcane crop, which is most important for our question paper. So it will be asked in different angles, different points, different questions or different way. So it should be carefully studied for our board exam. So thank you student. We study or we meet in our next video, next new topic. Thank you student.